When you repeat something consistently, your mind begins to associate that behavior with your identity. You don't just do successful things, you start to become a successful person. That identity shift is powerful. You stop negotiating with yourself. You stop giving in to laziness or doubt. You stop waiting for motivation and start leaning on habits. That's why routines matter. They are the foundation that supports your long-term goals. Without structure, even the most talented people drift. But with a routine, even the most average person can achieve extraordinary things simply by doing the right things over and over again. Another reason successful people commit to morning routines is because they provide stability in an unpredictable world. Life is full of chaos, distractions, and curveballs, but your morning can be your anchor. No matter what happens later in the day, that first hour belongs to you. You start from a place of control. That sense of order carries over into everything else. It makes you better in meetings, sharper in conversation, more focused in your work, and more present with your family. The benefits aren't just professional, they're personal. A good routine supports your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health all at once. It's a system that works for you, even when life gets tough. Successful people understand that routines aren't about being perfect, they're about being prepared. They use their mornings to build themselves before the world tries to break them down. They don't stumble into success, they build it. Brick by brick, habit by habit, morning by morning. Starting your day early gives you time for planning, prayer, meditation, or self-care because those early hours are often the only moments in the day when you truly have control. Once the world wakes up, everything begins moving fast. Responsibilities, obligations, people needing your attention, those demands start flooding in and they don't slow down. But when you wake up early, before the noise begins, you give yourself the gift of space. That space allows you to align your mind, body, and spirit before you engage with the rest of the world. Whether it's writing down your goals, reading a devotional, practicing gratitude, going for a walk, or simply sitting in silence, these moments are where your inner power begins to grow. Most people wake up and immediately step into chaos. Rushing to get dressed, scrambling to make it out the door, scrolling through their phones looking for distraction. But when you rise early, you create a calm rhythm that sets a peaceful, powerful tone for everything that follows. Planning is one of the most valuable uses of early morning time. Before emails start rolling in or meetings begin stacking up, you can sit with your thoughts and intentionally outline your priorities. You can look at the day ahead and decide what truly matters. You stop living reactively and start operating strategically. Planning doesn't just mean writing a to-do list. It's about visualizing your progress, identifying your main objectives, and preparing mentally to handle whatever comes your way. That kind of mental preparation creates confidence and control. Instead of feeling like the day is running you, you begin to feel like you're leading it. That shift can be the difference between a scattered, stressful day and a productive, purpose-driven one. When you take time to plan in the morning, you reduce the number of decisions you have to make later, which conserves energy and strengthens focus. Alongside planning, prayer, and meditation are practices that center your spirit and quiet the mind. In the silence of the morning, prayer becomes more meaningful, more focused. It's not rushed or distracted, it's personal. It allows you to express gratitude, seek guidance, and reconnect with what matters most. Similarly, meditation gives you space to breathe, to observe your thoughts without judgment, and to find stillness in a world that rarely slows down. These moments of spiritual or mental clarity build resilience. They ground you, strengthen your emotional intelligence, and allow you to move through the day with grace rather than tension. Whether your morning stillness is spent in faith, reflection, or silence, it restores your internal balance and fuels your energy. Self-care in the morning is one of the most overlooked yet powerful habits. Early hours are the perfect time to do something that nurtures your well-being before life's demands begin to chip away at it. This could be stretching, journaling, drinking water, reading something inspirational, or taking a moment to check in with yourself emotionally. When you show up for yourself early in the day, you're sending a message that you matter. And that message isn't just felt, it's lived. It impacts how you treat yourself, how you handle stress, how you talk to others, and how you deal with challenges. Taking care of yourself in the morning builds a reservoir of energy, positivity, and discipline that you can draw from throughout the rest of the day. When you wake up early, you gift yourself the time to align your intentions, check your spirit, fuel your body, and prepare your mind. You put yourself in the driver's seat before anyone else has a chance to steer your direction. These morning rituals may seem small on the surface, but they are powerful habits that shape your daily momentum and reinforce your long-term growth. The quality of your morning often determines the quality of your life, because those quiet minutes, when spent with intention, compound into powerful transformation over time. They become your foundation, your reset, and your launch pad into every challenge and opportunity the day will bring. Discipline and consistency in waking early build mental toughness because they train your mind to overcome comfort and make decisions rooted in long-term vision rather than short-term pleasure. Every time you wake up early, even when you don't feel like it, you're building a quiet kind of strength. It's not loud, and it doesn't look heroic from the outside, but inside, you're laying brick after brick of resilience, of control, of willpower. The alarm goes off and your body says no, but your purpose says yes. That simple battle repeated daily is the foundation of mental toughness. It's not about never feeling tired or lazy. It's about choosing growth over comfort. It's about proving to yourself that you can do hard things and doing them without needing applause or recognition. Mental toughness is earned in the small, unseen decisions, like choosing to rise instead of rolling over, choosing discipline over ease, choosing your goals over your excuses. Waking up early is not just a physical act, it's a mental commitment. You're telling yourself that your purpose is more important than another hour of sleep. You're putting your mission before your mood. That mindset becomes a habit, and that habit becomes character. The more you practice it, the stronger your self-control becomes. You start to notice that you're not as easily distracted. You don't give up as quickly. You don't fold under pressure. That's because you've been training your brain to follow through, to show up, to endure discomfort for the sake of progress. You're not living based on how you feel in the moment. You're living based on what you've decided you want out of life. That's discipline, and it's one of the rarest and most powerful traits a person can develop. Consistency in waking early sharpens your focus and builds momentum. When you start your day with a win, getting up on time, you create a ripple effect. That first victory sets the tone. It tells your subconscious that you're in control, that today will be intentional, that you're not here to drift, but to dominate. Day after day, that consistency becomes a rhythm, and that rhythm becomes your advantage. Most people live in chaos, reacting to whatever comes their way. But when you commit to rising early with discipline, you create a sense of order in your life. That structure supports clarity, confidence, and efficiency. You don't waste time deciding whether or not to get up, whether or not to work on your goals. You've already decided, you just execute.